I need to start off by saying that I'm not a perfect person by a long shot, and I'd like to think I've learned from my past mistakes. My first husband and I got married young. In fact, he was the first man I'd been intimate with. As it often happens with young love, we got pregnant early. He wanted to do the right thing, and we got married. It was tough, but we figured things out. About 3 years into our marriage, we got word that his grandmother in New York had passed away. We didn't have the means to have all three of us fly out, so he went solo, which left me and our son at home. At the time, I was working for a large retailer. I had made a few friends at work and enjoyed my job. Very often, our little work group of friends would go out after work to Applebee's for happy hour. Having grown up in a homeschool environment, I really liked the social aspect of my job and looked forward to these casual outings with friends. There was one friend in particular that I spent a lot of time with. His name was Dane. As our group continued to grow, my relationship with Dane grew stronger. One Friday night in particular, our friend group hit happy hour hard. It had been a long day, and even though my mother was helping with babysitting while I went to work, the toll of being a temporary single parent was taking its toll. I missed my husband, but also felt very alone. One by one, our friends exited the Applebee's until there was only Dane and me. We stayed and talked for what seemed like hours. After one too many margaritas, there was a single kiss. I'm ashamed about what happened after that. Suffice to say, my son spent the night at Grandma's house. The guilt about what I'd done weighed on me. My husband was still in New York attending his grandmother's funeral. Do I tell him? If I do, when? He was a good man, but I wasn't sure how he'd react to this bombshell. I wrestled with the decision for days, and in the end opted to remain silent. I know it was a selfish and cowardly decision, but I couldn't bear the thought of our family being torn apart. I quit my job at the retailer and stopped hanging out with that group of friends. It was a small-ish town, so I'd occasionally see Dane. A wave of guilt would wash over me every time. My husband and I ended up getting divorced many years later, and I've considered telling him now, but just don't have the internal fortitude.